Alrighty, welcome back to Against the Storm. I am recording this because I have failed it 3 times in a row. Felt it was going to be a fairly normal game, so I didn't record the first one, and that one actually turned out pretty interesting just due to a combination of mysteries. That was actually a pretty fun game to lose. The next two, I never even came close. Having problems. Going to be, the event is 50 hostility starting, which is 150 at prestige 20. Just the combination of the increased hostility and just bad luck, and the fact that it's Royal Woodlands, which I think Royal Woodlands is the most difficult of the biomes, at least for me. I have a lot of trouble with Royal Woodlands. I need to figure something out with these. I just do not ever seem to get anywhere on these. So this is just a tricky map for me. And I'm a little worried now that you can only move 3 tiles. I'm moving down here to try to get this Royal Resupply to help with the Adamantine Seal. But if you can only move 3 tiles from your city, I'm not sure I can reach the seal at the end here. I'm not sure how that works exactly. But, gonna try it anyway. So let's see what happens. What do we got? The amber is way out of my price. Royal Woodlands, you kind of need everything. Like berries and mushrooms make the herbalist reasonable. Vegetables and roots make the forager reasonable. So it's all a question of what do you luck into, which one are you going to find. Now I have had problems like harpies have problems starting out because the hostility is so high that the harpies want to leave right away. Ordinarily, I would say that this is the better caravan. And I don't like lizards in the Royal Woodlands because you have a hard time coming up with meat. Hopefully you can get some insects, but I still think I'm going to go with this one. It's got bricks, which is nice because I'm not going to be able to take bricks with me. So I am going to take a stab. The forager, the herbalist at both 4 points. You can also find farmland in here at 4 points, but it's more likely that I get a farm building than I get one of these camps. So I feel like there's more play with the foragers camp. Like you can get things like the fungal guide for increased mushrooms. Oh, that would be herbalist though. Increased mushrooms is herbalist. Yeah, I'm saying that backwards. I think there's more play with the herbalist because of because of the fungal guide things, and then there are events like Berry New Year and mushroom growth. I don't think there's as much play with the foragers, and the trappers is also reasonable. You do have meat. You won't get you'll get some insects. Oh yeah, meat and eggs, that's what it is. And then you get insects just kind of as a side. God, the trappers is also reasonable. I think I'm gonna go with the herbalist and hope I don't regret it. It's just random. Which camp is going to be best? Who knows? Let's go. Alright, what have we got here? Warm welcome. If you start to win, you win faster. Congratulations. Flooded roads. This one is, you can play around it. If you do your trades in the first few seconds of the storm before it kicks in, I almost always forget to. It's very annoying because it should be a non-factor for the most part, and yet I always manage to make it a factor. Vanishing water I just don't care about. It's rare that I get a blight engine going that heavily anyway. Aura of Fear is annoying to have because I've got lizards, and playing tanking games with the lizards' slow resolve drop is pretty nice. Aura of Fear is going to cancel that. So that won't work very well. And Rot from the Sky is not that bad. So those are fairly easy mysteries to have gotten. What do we start with? 4 veggies, 3 clay. Supplier is an excellent first building. Planks and flour. Might be able to take advantage of water skins at some point to get pickled goods going. So yeah, that's just a fantastic building. And then granary for good pickled goods and the 2-star fabrics. Packs of crops sometimes make a difference, so yeah. Those are 2 pretty decent starting buildings. Can't complain about those. So it's all going to go to heck because it all started out too well. So bad things are bound to happen. Alright, where are we going to want to go? Find me some dangerous glades. Got one right there, so that's almost certainly going to be our first open. Might head over towards here. This one's still pretty close, even though there's a small glade in the way. I might open that small glade just because I might need some food, so I might plan on going that way, but I'll start off clearing over here to get a little more room around the hearth for housing and stuff. Shift click on the priority button to set all the woodcutters to 1. And we're off. Make sure, yeah, I might as well have a beaver in here. Actually, I might need the lizard in there. We only have 2 lizards. They're giving me +1, and I'm getting a heat bonus. Yeah, I think I actually need the lizard in there. Otherwise, the lizard resolve would drop to 0. We got here a root delivery line. It's perfectly acceptable. I don't have any amber with me, so I would like to take 10 amber, but I think the root delivery line is better than the 10 ambers, so I will just have to wait to open glades for a bit. Yeah, I can't complain about the root delivery line for the first pick. Alright. Actually, I'm going to want to... it's... because of this layout, it's a little weird. Yeah, I'm going to have to open this just to get some space. I'm going to assume that I'm going to end up putting my blight post and stuff over here. I'm going to set my housing back here, I think. Alright, those of you who have watched my previous games know this is not my usual layout, so expect me to make mistakes trying to find my buildings and mess something up at some point. Yeah, I only need 8 planks to get the supplier going. I don't want any fabric. Do I need fabric to build the granary? I need 3 for that. And I think I need 3 for the supplier. No, you need 3 bricks for the supplier. Okay, so I've got enough fabric, so no fabric in here. We will do bricks in here. And I'm going to have to pull at least 1 woodcutter. Probably going to have to pull 3 or 4 more. Let's get another shelter up for newcomers. Starting packs going. Alright, let's see who we got here. Foxes. Well, I will take the side with 2 foxes. That'll get me 2 people to do glade events for me. Plus, I would rather have the 12 food and the 6 clay than the 12 fiber. Have to remove that last woodcutter because this is gonna put me into 2 again. Oh no, I stayed just under. Nice. All right. So I can run a second forager. And let's see what we've got here. Lizards to 15 shouldn't be that bad. A tablet is always... 1 tablet shouldn't be hard to come by, but sometimes you just never find it, so... I'll take the lizards to 15. We should get there eventually. Quick packaging will not happen. I do have a head start on the provisions, but I don't have enough food to do the crops, nor enough materials to do the building materials. The rewards for clearing glades are better, but it does cost me 5 packs of building materials, and because of all the extra hostility I have, I don't want all these extra villagers. So even though I want the parts, I'm getting some parts from that, I'm still going to take this. Hopefully I don't regret not having those parts later. Can I get foxes to 18? I don't think so. I don't have any crystal dew, so I can't make their house. So when we come out of storm, they will be at 11. And that's only 11. The only way to get them up any higher is with special foods or housing. Yeah, that's not going to happen. So I can't take the timed order. Actually, I think going to take this middle one, even though it's going to cost me 10 bricks, just because I don't want the extra 2 villages because of all the hostility. Plus, beavers are they can be a little difficult to get their resolve up there, so this will complete faster than this will, so I will get to see some more buildings. Because of the resolve drops faster, hopefully I can put a couple of beavers in here. Hopefully we can make it through 12 seconds before they give up on me. Got a tiny little start there. Cheap construction will take care of all of my parts issues. Would definitely like it more than Woodcutter's Prayer, so definitely taking cheap construction here. Unfortunately, that means I still don't have any amber.
Hello.
I'm going to need 6 amber for opening this glade.
Oh, hello.
And tools will be the answer. 20 amber in 3 minutes. That is a beautiful trade route to start with. I don't want to look at these orders in case I get the timed order for don't cut any wood for 500 seconds, so don't look at that until I've opened my glade. Alright, what have we got here? We got a bunch of marrow, some meat. At least it's small meat, so I don't have to regret not taking the trapper with me. They are large sea marrows. Large sea marrows really annoy me, because you're supposed to have that 1% chance of a ancient tablet. And I'll find like 3 or 4 clusters of these, and I'll count on getting 1 ancient tablet out of them to finish an order, and it never happens when you need it. If you need that tablet, you never get it. If you don't need it, you'll get like 3 of them. Found some fertile soil here. Don't have a soil building yet. We got a haunted cooperage. That's good for barrels. And coats. I don't really need coats that badly, just the beavers want coats. Also 3-star tea, if I can come up with wood, if I get a forester's or something, if I can come, not wood, metal. So if I could get a forester's for dew, I might be able to make some tea. Alright. I can do it with the resin. And it's a good enough building. I'm probably going to want to do it at some point, but certainly not right now. Now, the Altar of Decay is going to have to be a teardown, because I don't want to kill a villager. And 30 mushrooms, 30 scrolls are just nice. Unfortunately, that does use my coal. I would like to buy 2 more coal somewhere for another event, in case I have a teardown. Events are pretty common. You need coal or oil to do them generally, otherwise you gotta burn through a ton of planks. I think planks are generally an option for teardown, aren't they? Yeah. Oh, also marrow. Alright, I'll be able to get the marrow. Alright, I need my 2 foxes. Where are you? You're in the workstation. Where's the other one? Foraging. And alright, small farm, butcher. These are both pretty reasonable buildings here. I did find that patch of soil up there, so the small farm looks nice. That'll enable me to make porridge out of the grain. Vegetables can be useful for skewers later, which both the lizards and the foxes will like. You can use vegetables for skewers, right? Yeah. So if I find enough meat. And yeah, the only reason not to take the butcher here is because meat and insects can be kind of hard to come by in the Royal Woodlands. Like, I found this little bit, but that's not gonna last. Without a ranch or something, it can be hard to come up with enough meat to fuel a butcher. The oil would be nice, but that also uses meat. You can use vegetables, but yeah, I think that's gonna be a small farm. Without the small farm, I won't have the vegetables to fuel the oil anyway, so. And because I found some food that I can use, I don't think I necessarily have to open this glade and head into here. I shouldn't starve to death. I've got the roots delivery line and food I can use here. So I'm going to plan on just working my way up towards this one. Probably build a hearth up in here somewhere. Maybe open that forbidden. Maybe another hearth up here. Open these dangerous ones if I need to. So yeah, just gonna head north. Skip the small glades. What geyser did the foxes reveal? Oh, they revealed clearance water in a dangerous glade that's not really in the direction I want to go. Clearance water is generally my least favorite of the waters, but that changes when you get a supplier. Supplier uses clearance water, and the flour and the planks. Now that I've got a small farm, I definitely could turn some of that grain into flour. Although I think it's more likely I will use it for porridge. It's biscuits here, pies here. There are no doublings of any of the flour-based foods. And since everybody likes pickles, I'm going to want to try to focus on pickles. And grain into porridge is just fairly easy. You have to come up with a source of water somewhere, but I can always build a rain collector if I have to. Now that I have cheap construction, I should have enough parts. So yeah, I'm gonna want to try to get pickles because all three of these races like pickles. I really want to get that granary going, take advantage of that. See if I can come up with leather for water skins. Otherwise, try to buy enough supplies, try and buy enough metals to make barrels. But all right. I need to remember to remove this fox as soon as he's done with the brick here. And send him up there to help with that event. And okay, not something I've seen before. It's got the purple border because I just took the small farm. I assume that means I can't buy it, but I don't actually know for sure because I don't have the 21 amber. But I assume that they won't let you buy it since I just picked it. That's something I've never actually seen before. Alright, yeah, there's nothing here. I mean, that's the +2 porridge would be alright, but only the foxes want it. I'm unlikely to get that many foxes that I need to get tons of porridge going, so yeah, nothing there I need. And I wouldn't mind buying the pottery, but I don't have excess stuff to sell really, so I don't want it badly enough that I'm going to mortgage myself for it. And I can now look at these now that I've opened the glade. Deliver 65 roots. I don't even want this reward. I have the root infusion, so I could probably deliver 65 roots if I turned off consumption, but I don't want 5 beavers. These rewards are excellent. I'll find a way to get 100 drizzle water. If I have to build 2 rain collectors, fine. If I can't find a drizzle geyser somewhere. Heck, I might build 2 rain collectors and keep them and actually use them. Who knows? And, well, I already passed up Butcher, unfortunately, so that isn't going to happen. But even seeing this, I still would have taken the small farm over the Butcher. So I'll just have to get the beavers to 24 resolve at some point, I guess. Planks in there. I never removed this guy. I'm like, I feel like I should have one more worker, and I should. I'm not going to be selling fabric. No, I'm not going to do that. Even though I do have a fabric building, but I haven't found a ton of fabric resources yet. So I'm only getting my fabric out of the trees, and that's not enough to be selling fabric with. Oh, well, this is unfortunate. These are a couple of pretty bad buildings to get offered in this situation. I don't want the herb garden because I just took a small farm. The herb garden and the small farm are almost identical, basically. They both give you a 2-star recipe you can use for porridge and a 1-star recipe that you can use in like skewers or something. If I had a ton of farmland and a bunch of people, like if I had humans and something that wanted like multiple people that used biscuits and pies, maybe I would go for this. But that's not something I want, and the smelter is just... This is a building I love to see in other games, other biomes, but in the Royal Woodlands, I'm not going to get a ton of copper. I'll get some out of clay byproduct. Training gear requires either metal or stones to build, none of which I'm going to get. And so the only thing this would do for me is biscuits, and that only at a 1-star rate. I could just make it out of the field kitchen for 0 stars, and it's not that much worse. So yeah, this is gonna have to be a reroll. Alright, this one's a little more interesting, but I don't know that I want either of these buildings either. 3-star tea I can produce out of the haunted cooperage. The 2-star porridge would be an improvement. The water skins I can do better with the supplier. Coats and barrels will both be better out of the haunted cooperage. So the artisan is really only good for the luxury goods. Luxury goods are not the worst thing to have. Gonna be 1 amber short of being able to re-roll and make that payment. Guess I'm gonna have to sell this fabric. I don't really want to. But I need to make this payment, and I want that reroll, so that's just gonna have to happen. Definitely destroy this harvester right now. A, I don't have anything to harvest, and B, it'll be cheaper on parts when I rebuild it. Alright, please give me something I can use. This one's a little more interesting. The plantation would solve my fiber problems, and berries at 2 stars are just pretty good all around. So the plantation is a nice building. Plus I can pickle those berries. I think. Can you? I think you can pickle berries? Now I'm not certain and I'm gonna have to check. I am less sure the more I think about it. Okay, yes, you can pickle berries. So the plantation is pretty solid. The brickyard gives me a chance to get crystal dew. I don't have a lot of clay and stone available, but resin is looking like it's not a problem. And it would be nice to be able to get at least some crystal dew for fox houses. And then it takes care of the only recipe that I'm not already covered on. And then pottery is useful for the pickled goods. So I think it has to be the brickyard here. I do like the plantation. If I didn't have the small farm, it would definitely be the plantation. And now I need to start planning on my blight post here. Okay, we are still okay on the blight post materials. Alright, I think I'm going to try and start this haunted cooperage towards the end of the storm. That's the current plan. I feel like it's easier to do when you're earlier in the game. If it wasn't for that starting 150 hostility I had, it would be much easier to deal with. Might as well get a start on the purging fires. Yeah, and this is where I started having problems last time as well. With the last 3 times. That starting 150 hostility is so hard to deal with at the beginning of the game. It's like I can't get below hostility 2 without sacrificing a ton of wood. Alright. I'm at 91. If I remove 2 woodcutters, I'll be at 43. Then I'll only need 2 stacks of sacrifice to get it down to hostility 1. So that will enable me to do that. but it means I can't take any newcomers right now. And frankly, I might just put off newcomers for quite some time. We'll see. Down to 0 hostility, get everybody's resolve up as much as possible. Yeah, that species resolve dropping 100% faster makes this go real quick. So I might just have to stay at 1 stack. I don't think it's worth going up to 3 stacks just to get the foxes up to 7. Let's do this briefly. And as usual, I forgot to check the trade routes. I can sacrifice my way down to 0 hostility right now, so if there's something I want to sell, I guess I could. But I don't think I want to do either of these sales anyway. I'm not confident enough in my food supplies right now to be selling 15 mushrooms. Yeah, well, maybe I am. I've got the route delivery line. And because I have cheap construction, I could sell parts. Oh, fine. Alright, that gets me down to 0 hostility. Price on the trade routes drops. Because I've got cheap construction, I'm going to go ahead and do that for 10 amber. That'll get Queen's Step to level 1. Fox Den, this will get them pretty close to level 2. I'm now out of packs, and I don't have tons of food, but I think I want to plan on pickles rather than porridge, because I'm not going to have a lot of labor to be throwing into rain collectors. Although, I do still need 2 rain collectors running for that drizzle water. I don't need lots of grain. I don't have a ton of foxes. I'll do both. That'll take care of it. I guess that's fine. Another root delivery line. I will have 6 roots a minute coming in. You can pickle roots. Yeah, fine, I'll take another root delivery line. Alright. Well, frankly, this game is going, and I did forget to do this like I said I would. As I get distracted in dealing with that hostility. I need foxes. I need all the foxes. I don't even care about the bricks. I need the foxes. You cannot be a farmer. I'm sorry. Where is my 3rd fox? Oh, he's already idle. Okay. 3 minutes 40 seconds plus travel time. So I assume that's going to take about 5 minutes. This is going to trigger 6 times. Negative 18 resolve. And the foxes don't even have a penalty from the hostility level. Oh wait, yeah, so they won't. The foxes shouldn't be hurt by this. I can probably swap a lizard in here, make the lizard happy. The other lizard is in there, so they're both warm. I'm surprised with only 2 lizards that didn't go up from 12 to like 13 when I put a lizard into the warmth. That surprises me. Maybe it's because I've got it paused. It might not adjust that when it's paused. Hopefully that goes up to 13 or 14. I wish I had made this switch during the storm. I would like to have some marrow to speed this up a bit, but I need to start it right now. And yeah, serving ale is probably almost definitely not going to happen. So income tax is an easy pick here. And we've already started doing quite a bit of trading, and we've got to do a bunch more trading, so high value trade routes versus using rainwater in engines. I might not even get to that clearance. One moment. I might not even get to the glade that has that clearance water, so I'm not sure that I'll ever get a blight engine going here. Maybe I will, but I think it's just safer to take this side. And I don't think I'll be opening a glade this season, because I'll be dealing with the haunted cooperage. Don't really have enough money to buy anything. The trapper's camp would be nice, but I don't have enough to sell for it. It says my food is going down, but I just took that second route delivery line. I think that'll take care of that problem. That's 72 food a year. And I should be eating 65 food a year, I think. No. Multiply by 6, not 5. So 78 food a year. I'm getting 72 food a year from the roots. So I should only be needing 6 food a year. The forager will definitely cover that, so I should be fine on food for the moment. And of course I'll get some from the small farm as well. So, alright, going for the cooperage. And then I need to get these woodcutters cutting, because I need to sacrifice that wood. I can't make planks right now. I do still need the lizard making those. Anybody else I can yank? Probably only need one forager. I don't want to yank the stone cutters. I want the marrow coming in, because I might be able to speed that up a little bit still, so I guess running 4 woodcutters this year. Oh, that's unfortunate that I didn't hit that. I'm gonna see if I can get this lizard resolve done. It's only 30 seconds. I should be able to get it before the cooperage kicks in and drops our resolve. Might be close since it had to tick up. Alright. Got it done just in time. They just dropped. Now, I don't actually want those 2 lizards right now, and turning it in does not get me a building anyway. I might actually build the Forsaken Altar on this map, because I have been getting wrecked by this map. Like I said, 3 losses in a row. I haven't tried the Forsaken Altar on any of them. I think I probably will now. Already taken at least 1, maybe 2 resolve penalties, and we just got started, so probably gonna have some issues here. Yeah, that doesn't even do the job. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna lose some people getting that cooperage. Yeah. I can't stop it anymore. I'm sacrificing pointlessly, so that's the end of that. Let's see how many people I lose before this gets done. 27 more seconds. Delivery is in progress. Alright, I only lost one. Losing one beaver is probably worth it for that haunted cooperage. I'll take it. I'm going to set this to burn marrow instead of wood because I need the wood for sacrificing. Alright, what have we got? We will not pay with blood. Well, none of these are particularly good. Extra deposits versus seeing contents. I guess I'll take seeing contents. find fertile soil, for example, so I can get another farm going if I need to. I can look around for geysers. Fertile soil, 3 meats, and a small cache. That's not a bad small glade. Fertile soil, marrow, that's also not a small glade. These small glades aren't too bad. Now, what do we got for this? Forbidden noxious machinery. I do not remember that one, but I don't think it's one of the easier ones. And the rewards for it are 4 large meats that I can't use. So yeah, we're definitely not going into that forbidden. What's this dangerous look like? Large meats, large eggs without the trapper. This is another relatively useless one. It does have a beanery. And I can see that it's got the fuming machinery, so I would want to have a rain collector up before I go in there, if I go in there, but with 3 large meats I probably won't. Termite burrow could be a source of insects for me. It's got storm water. Large roots. Did I take the forager? I think I took the herbalist. So yeah, the herbalist is turning out to be the worst of the 3 camps. That's what you get for taking a chance on a camp. So this one's okay, but I have to go through stuff to get to it. 4 foods and a wandering merchant. And what did we have down here besides the geyser? Another large forager's patch. It does have a termite burrow, so I can get insects here as well. 4 small mushrooms. Alright, this one's not too bad, so I guess I will change my plans and start heading this way. That one just gets me flax, a little bit of clay. This would get me fertile soil. Would I rather have flax or fertile soil? Flax and clay or fertile soil? Probably flax and clay. I'm getting more fertile soil down here, so yeah, I'm gonna pop this small, this large, possibly this small as well. Get a couple more clay, another patch of fertile soil. Alright, those are the plans. We're heading this way now. Only opened the 1 glade. The fox is not going to save me enough hostility to get that down to 1. Gonna have to sacrifice. I don't have a ton of wood. I'm not going to make more purging fires right now, because I'm going to need that wood. really need to get pickled goods going. I need some resolve here. Oh, I need the brickyard for the pottery. What was I thinking? I think I messed up going after the cooperage. I think I needed the brickyard first. I wasn't thinking. I was thinking about barrels. I needed pottery. I don't have the metal. Doggone it. Yeah, I kind of messed that up. That's going to cost me. I really needed this brickyard sooner. Not interested in any of these. Alright. I am definitely taking Hidden from the Queen. There is not a lot of... I am going to be losing people. I don't think there's any way around it. If I take Hidden from the Queen, I can just start accepting the newcomers, and who cares if they leave. Does mean I have to finish the game pretty quickly. I mean, year 9 is not really all that quick, but I'm not off to a fast start. But yeah, Hidden from the Queen should enable me to finish this map, I would think. I don't care about herbs, so we're going this side. I don't think I'm going to be able to produce enough dew to really take advantage of tools. I haven't found any berries, so that's not going to help any. Because I need pottery as well as bricks. I want to buy all of his clay. Alright, going like that. I will prioritize maintaining 10 pottery, otherwise I will make bricks. It can all, because all of us use pickled goods, it can all be turned into pickled goods. Honestly, I'm going to disable fabric. I'll build a second granary. This one's just going to be for pickled goods. I should have gotten the pickled goods going before I tried to deal with the cooperage. That was very foolish. I mean, it's gonna have to be this side. I will eventually, it looks like, use rainwater, since I am heading for that clearance geyser down there. But I think the reward over here is better. Yeah, because of the cheap construction, I can make 2 more hearths anyway. And that's all I'm going to have room for, if I can even find room for that many hearths. So I definitely don't need more wildfire. The rest of that's not very helpful, so. Alright, I need to get at least 2, probably 3 people in here making pickled goods. Where am I gonna find 3 people? And I can probably turn off the grain entirely. That's 2 people. I still need 1 for building housing and stuff. I guess I can start out with just 2 people in here. Can't currently make another granary. I need 3 fabric, and I just need some for like lizard houses and stuff, so I will set them to do fabric if I don't have at least 5. Besides, I don't have any pottery done yet anyway. Actually, because I don't have any pottery done yet anyway, you should be in there. Means you can go right back in there. Yeah, I was thinking about setting this to use stone as a priority in here, but I think I'm actually going to keep the stone for things like breaking open caches, since it doesn't look like I'm going to be getting any tools. Those 40 eggs would be useful for turning into packs. If that had been crystal dew, that would have been much better, but oh well. I'm going to lose my level 2 bonuses from down here, but I think having the global resolve matters more. To the point where I think I need to get those things built right now, so get those woodcutters building instead. Alright, I don't have to sacrifice at the moment, and I don't even have the pickled goods coming in yet. That will be my fabric granary. Got 5 housing available, but newcomers will put me over. How many newcomers do I need to get this back to level? I only need 4 to get it back to level 2. Four newcomers will be 24 hostility, which will put me at 97. This should be fine if I've done the math right. Alright, we're okay. Peasant supplies. I really need packs of provisions. Well, focus on farming is not going to happen, so I will have to take this side and maybe it'll somehow happen. It's not going to happen. This is just going to be a wasted order. That might have been a mistake. I wish I could see what I chose that instead of. I did that too quickly. I forgot I'm going to get fertile soil from here and here. That probably would have been enough fertile soil. $14, $26. If this is 14, then I would have had 40, and this is like, yeah, this is 15. I think that said 40, so I might have actually made it. Oh well. Yeah, that was too quickly done. I was like, that's never gonna happen. Yeah. I need to find a way to get woodcutters going, but I also want all 4 of these rain collectors getting me drizzle water. So that I can get that 100 drizzle water turned in. Okay, we're out of pottery. I've set that to 20. And use marrow instead of wood, because wood is... yeah, wood. A marrow is only worth like 3.5 wood, and that's 5 wood to 1 marrow there, so it's actually better to use the marrow here and burn wood here if I have to. I do have 30 stormwater. If I only let them use stormwater, not drizzle water, I can get 6 dew out of this. That will help with the fox houses. I might need a second brickyard at this rate, because I need quite a bit of pottery as well. So maybe I don't do crystal dew here. Save that for the next one. Alright, get a little more pottery coming in. That should make me a little over 20 pickled goods per minute. I mean, per 2 minutes. And I need 22 per 2 minutes. Depending on break times. I think this is one of the things I don't really know much about. I think some races take breaks slightly more often than others. So I'm not sure how that works out exactly, but... hopefully 2 people will be able to keep up here. I would like to be able to tame this for that source of insects, which would make skewers much easier. I either need 7 tools, 6 parts. If I destroy the woodcutters and rebuild them, I can get a few parts. The trapper's camp has already been built cheap. The foragers is not. I can get 2 parts from that. I can get 1 part from each of the woodcutters. I don't think that's going to be enough. I didn't remember what it took to tame it, and I don't think I'm gonna be able to hold this off. Yeah, there's no pipes here. There's copper bars, but by the time I turn that into pipes, the event will be over. Yeah, I don't think I can do that. I'm gonna have to burn it down. I'm going to try to save those insects and meat for skewers. I'll get another nice chunk of them here from burning this down. And I really want to be running 3 more woodcutters, and I just don't know where I'm going to get them from. I think I'm just going to have to put off the drizzle water turning until next year. Going to need to come up with a skewer building somewhere if I can. These buildings are not super helpful. The trappers was good if I wanted to open all of those meat things up here. I think I probably will take the trapper because I don't have any way of opening caches for resolve. I'm going to need to get these foxes and lizards up there for resolve, and the only way I'm going to do that is with meat products, skewers in particular, and I'm going to need a lot of meat. So I will take the trapper's camp and pray I then get offered a skewer building at some point. I really need to get some provisions packs made. Beavers are at 17. How long do I have to keep them? At 24, 60 seconds. If I yank one woodcutter, that should get them to 19. Favor them to 24. And hopefully they stay there. It dropped to 20 immediately. Well, that's obviously not going to happen yet. Let's unfavor that in case I have to favor something during the storm. Let's get the cooldown reset. Made all the fabric I can make. I forgot about them. That's where I should have been getting my labor from. I need trade routes worth 9. I also need trade routes worth 12, so forgot about that. I probably could have gotten that one to 12 as well. Although I might not have had enough packs. I didn't. I'm out of packs. Alright. I'm only going to keep 2 dew around at a time. I don't want them converting all of my stone into dew. I just want enough dew to build fox houses, and with the cheap construction, that should be 2 dew per house, I think. Yeah, 2 dew per house, so... Not keeping up on the pickled goods. Which suggests I'm going to want to throw a rain engine on this. Which I don't really want to do. Especially not going into year 6. Temporarily do that, I guess. Oh, I forgot to... I absolutely could have gotten a 12 amber trade route out of that. But I forgot about the flooded roads again. If you've watched my streams before, you'll know that that's a very common theme. My inability to remember anything for 30 seconds. It's lovely getting old. And yeah, I did all that work for this haunted cooperage, and I haven't even used it at all. This was a complete waste. A complete waste. How much easier would this game have gone if I hadn't done that? Getting enough food now. I'm just gonna start cranking that up. Need more packs. Secure perimeter isn't going to happen, since the only one is that noxious fumery, which I think is a nasty. I don't remember real well, but if I remember right, that is not the best one to try and clear, so we'll reroll, try and find something useful. These are not useful. Protected trade is useful. Especially with all the trading I have to do to try to get these orders done. That could easily get me at least 50, maybe somewhere between 50 and 100 hostility down by the end of the game. That is a really lousy trade route. You're level 1 and you're offering 2 amber for 7 bricks and 0 packs is not that great. 2 packs? Jeez Louise. Gotta do that. That's a lot of amber with not a lot of packs. I need that. And I don't want to sell the clay. I really don't. I would have to sell 39 clay to get another 12 amber trade route. But I need the clay kind of badly. If I run out of pottery, I'm in massive trouble, so... Got a few scrolls. It's not enough to make a dent. Be better off saving them for events somewhere. Trying to find if there's a way that I can get 2 hearths positioned here. Without opening either of these small glades. I don't know if I can position this here or not. That lower left corner is very close to opening the glade. I definitely can't do it there because we're overlapping to the top. Oh, now this also just barely overlaps to the top, so I definitely can't do it there. I would have to move over to here, and even that wouldn't work. It would have to be here. That's definitely opening the glade, so I cannot get 2 hearths down here without opening this small glade. And even then, I'm not sure I can. If I put it here, then the glade will extend as far as the geyser. Well, if you clear out enough space over here, I could fit a 4th glade in. I'm looking for ways to reduce this hostility, and I think I'm going to try and do that eventually. I don't have a large foragers. This is just in my way. I'm just going to delete this, assuming I can remember how. Is it the delete key? No. The V key. Yes, okay. Alright, that broccoli's gone. If I get a large forager, I've still got 2 more vegetables there. enough amber for this large and that small. And I've got more coming in. I think I want fewer beavers because I think like I feel I can get more resolve out of the lizards and foxes if I can ever get a skewer building, so I'm gonna go left just to get fewer beavers. And I do need to get 10 of these again. I guess I did look at that one. Of course, they had to deliver right as I was breaking it. Why are you? Oh, I have that turned off. I'm like, why aren't they working? Alright, fuming machinery. I've got the stormwater already. Oh, I'm 2 stormwater short. No, I've got drizzle water. Fine. That will get me a chunk of crystal dew. For berries, and it's not gonna help a ton, but it'll work. Unfortunately, that means I'm probably not going to make. Well, I do have enough people to get 4 going. I maybe will hit that drizzle water still. I don't think either of these is very helpful. 3-star pottery is a modest improvement. Maybe I could get some ale going if I get offered a service building. Wine, I guess I could maybe buy some reeds or mushrooms or something. I'll take the tincture and hope that I can make something out of this. No, I need a skewers building, remember? Oh god, I'm gonna have to re-roll this, aren't I? I can't keep taking things that might help. Like the tincture might lead to something, but I need to make... Oh god. Or can I? I do have quite a few buildings coming yet. The tincture seems kind of like a fairly good bet for leading to a service building, because the only thing I think I need right now, like, a kiln wouldn't be bad for coal, but it's not a priority. It would just be nice to have a service building and skewers. I think that's all I need. And I don't need a service building unless I can produce service goods. And while brawling would be better, I can't really produce training gear because I don't have enough metal and stone. So I will hope that I find a way to like get a luxury building, maybe. Wine would be good, so I'm going to take that. Oh, and I've been doing all of that goofing around trying to fit a fourth hearth, forgetting that I was opening up here, and I can get a fourth hearth in up here without too much difficulty. All that planning I've been doing to bust into this glade, and I don't need to bust into this glade. Get up here. Do not break that glade. I have to move these in case one of the woodcutters is already in the process of opening that last tree. I'm glad I caught that right before the end there. Forager has nothing to do, I think. That will get me a laborer to build that hearth. I've got enough bricks. I'm gonna turn that off. I am out of clay. Gonna have to open one of these glades that had clay in it. There's one clay there, two clay there. Two large clay and three small clay here. I did not notice this one. And I completely missed this. I did not notice this glade at all. Tons of clay, a drizzle geyser, large mushrooms for the herbalist camp that I brought. Yeah, this one should have been opened, and it will get opened next, I would imagine. Small destroyed caravan. It's not something that I want to deal with during the storm because it's a minus hostility event, so it's going to have to wait until after the storm, but that is where I will get my clay from. And now I can't make pottery, and I'm all out. And oh boy, that's gonna be a problem. Not not sure I wanted to do that. I definitely didn't want to do that. I don't want to take that impatience hit, but yeah, I should not have made that many bricks.
Papa.
Alright, that should be enough pottery to get me through the storm at least. Hey, I'm going to remember to check the trade routes for once. Very proud of myself. Alright, well that's just straight up 12 amber. I'll take it. There's another 12 amber. I'm just a tiny little bit 0.18 short of being able to check that Forsaken Altar. Oh, that's right, I've got to clear out some of this to fit a hearth up there. Can't believe I'm getting no use out of that flawless cooperage. Yeah, it doesn't look like I'm going to want any more newcomers. Well, I do have Hidden from the Queen, so maybe I take them anyway. It doesn't matter if they leave. We'll destroy that and rebuild it to recover 2 parts, since it's not currently doing anything. Get these collected quick before the season changes so that I get the benefits of level 1. This one's not going to clear in time. Neither of those is going to help. I'll take the amber. And I'll go ahead and grab these. A little bit of clay, a little bit of pottery. Pottery's probably better. Sure. I do still need a little more drizzle water to turn in. Codes +1 license. Yeah, I'll turn that in. The +1 plank might help. Two parts, 13. I've got enough parts. I think I'm just going to sell 4 parts and get a nice chunk, even though it takes a bunch of packs. That will finish off the fair exchange thing. And because I just need 3 trade routes done, I'll take that for 10. That'll put them at 28 out of 35. I'm not selling pottery. There. That'll get me to 10 trade routes. So that's going to give me 3 that I can turn in quickly. That'll get me another +2 resolve from down there. Large clay is just more chances of copper and roots. I would rather actually have the fewer chances at the copper, so I'm going to go for the small clay nodes first. Don't have enough packs to go for Send to the Citadel, so I will have to take the loot. It's not very impressive loot. I would rather have that half a rep. But it would cost me 15 amber and 9 packs. But I would rather have it. I've got time to build 9 packs. Do I have the... I've got the food to spare. Gonna go ahead and do that. Alright, drizzle water's done. Skewers, come on, show me skewers. I'm not seeing skewers and I'm not seeing a service building. I am unimpressed. I continue to be unimpressed. Alright, well, the guild house will fulfill luxury, and it's the guild house. It's one of the best luxury things in the game. And we're currently at +1 resolve off of it, getting pretty close to +2. So, guild house it is. So, now if we can use that tincture to produce wine somehow. Oh, and also our beavers are at 20. Let's see if we can get them to 24 for a minute. Come on, get that stuff delivered. Oh, and now I only have 14 amber. Oh, you almost messed that up real bad. Alright, beavers are done. That's going to get me some biscuits, which will make them even happier, which will get me some resolve off of them. I'll take it right now before the storm hits and the biscuits are wasted. Come on, skewers. That's not skewers. Starting to run out of things to pickle. The roots thing is no longer keeping up with how many pickles I need, so I need a second farmer up there getting me vegetables. A little late in the day to be doing it now, but I'll get one or two more out of it. You can pickle mushrooms, right? One more part, so it's time to destroy one of those woodcutters and rebuild it to get a part back. Where is the other woodcutter? Yeah, you're almost empty anyway. Keep the beavers favored, get as much reputation out of them as I can while I can, and then hopefully I get a skewer building. The foxes and the lizards will take me the rest of the way. Not sure I should do this, but I'm going to. Actually, I can just put a hearth right there. That's fine. I don't even need that hearth, but since I put a warehouse up there, I might as well let them chop away up there. That's going to get me enough wildfire to make another hearth, which I very well might do here. Alright, come on. Skewers, please. Skewers. I'll wait to re-roll this one. Starting to run out of pottery again. I need this clay delivered. It is currently being delivered, all right. Got a bunch of parts from one of those turn-ins apparently, so set up a warehouse over here for the clay. Think she has anything I particularly need. The +3 coats wouldn't be terrible if I ever start making coats here for the beavers, but I don't have tons of fabric, although I might be able to produce yeah, I mean, I've got leather, reeds. Alright. Was no longer getting resolve off of them, and I need to reset that cooldown in case I need to favor the lizards during the storm somehow. One woodcutter, stay at hostility 4. I built this, I might as well take advantage of it. Yeah, rebellious spirit. That'll definitely do the job. Oop. And I did not catch it in time. I cannot make trades. Or at least not efficient trades. Oh, doggone it. Skewers. None of you are skewers. Maybe the smelter somehow does something. I don't know. And also not skewers. Forum for leisure and education. I might be able to make some ale. I can't afford to keep re-rolling. Pottery, Hurry up and make me some pottery. Sacrifices last longer, I guess, is the most likely thing to take here. And the extra 150 insects if I'm willing to lose all of my wood. I mean, I'm not really using the wood for fuel. And I could then turn all those insects into jerky at least. Fine, I'll go for jerky. I'd rather be going for skewers, but apparently the game is not going to cooperate. Somehow I made it to 15 tools. Is there a medium cache anywhere I can open? That is the only medium cache. I have enough stone to open 2 of these. Are any of them especially useful? This one is especially not useful. Also not... where we go? Barrels. 40 ale, but I didn't take a leisure building, right? Correct. Chunk of parts, which I might be able to sell. The reeds I can turn into wine. Alright, I will break this one open. Whew, sudden panic. I saw the notice over here. I'm like, wait, did I forget about the storm? No, I just never cleared that notification off. Thought I was in trouble there. You two can become builders for a moment. So can you. Not producing flour, not producing grain. Take the 10 amber. Still not enough amber to re-roll anything. That's a lot of packs, unfortunately. Don't have a religion building, so I might as well sell those, even though it's not a great rate or anything. Alright, if I'm lucky, that'll be enough amber to push me over into +3. I think it will. Now, I have run out of marrow. So I can't keep using that as my only fuel. Got a little bit of coal. Oh, the heck with it. I'll take some more. A little bit of pottery, I guess. I need some builders. I need some woodcutters. So hopefully this year puts me over the limit. Those buildings in the park are up. We can get people in here. Alright, last reroll. There's no skewers there. The Explorer's Lodge might get me a point for something rebuilt. I don't know. Scrolls, maybe. And not a single skewer building. That's just how this game is gonna go. I see how you are. Maybe oil for an emergency fuel. I do get +1 from the Explorer's Lodge. I don't have enough planks to do it. $15 and $7. I think it said 22, right? Yes, it did.
Hello.
Give me a chunk of wine. Give me skewers. Give me biscuits. Not sure I'll be able to get all of this, but we'll see what I can get. More pickles. Alright. And that was enough of a sale to get me to +3. We got 42 coming in. That would put me at 67, 68. Let's just buy a little bit more stuff, like 8 or 9 amber. Not using herbs.
Sweet the Mima.
Just in case, buy back however much food I can afford. There we go. And try and turn something into wine anyway. Focus on the reeds into wine. Alright. And yeah, I'll take another minute here. Alright, well there, that went moderately smoothly. Not a great game, and the only reason it went as smooth as it did was a fair bit more luck and using the altar, but that got me through to where I can hopefully do the seal now with a bonus. Supply package for 4 reservation, and can I do this? Okay, I can still reach the seal. Alright. One, two, three, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. I'm not sure why it lets me go 1, 2, 3, 4 from here, but at 1, 2, 3, it won't let me go 4 in that direction. I don't know if there's something special about the seal or if it's because it's closer to that other city. Not sure what rule is being done there, but anyway, next up we will try this Adamantine Seal, see if I can finally win one of these. This will be my second look at the sealed forest since they revamped it. I have not beaten it the first time I was lost, and that's in the playlist somewhere. So, thank you all for watching. Have a great day.